Black Women Leave America, another live. We're live. Yeah, another live edition. Hey, y'all. So we're coming to you from DC,
And I'm in Cali.
and I'm your host, Ava Laura. And
I am Jessica.
I was thinking about that. Like we're talking about leaving the country, but we're representing, like, you know, the East Coast and the West
Of
Coast. I
course,
don't.
the United States. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
People probably watch that like, duh, but I just thought about that.
And how long have we been doing this podcast? Okay.
I know. But didn't we just say that? Like the things that are just common sense, just a given to you. You know what I mean? Like that tends to be like your outlook. You don't really look outside of that. So it's just a given, like, yeah, I'm here and then you're in Cali. But I just put that in the context, like, oh wow, like we're representing all these different places. So yeah, anyway. I had my moment, y'all. It's okay. So today, I don't know what we're talking about. Listen, Jessica picked the videos. I'm along for the ride. So we just gonna see, like, what are we talking about today?
So today we're talking about safety of Black women. I feel like that's kind of been a ongoing theme for us over the last couple of months. I don't know. But we have a reaction video where we're going to react to a woman who is going to rate the places she's been and how safe she's felt in each of those places. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and watch it. And no sound, y'all. So make your own sounds. I don't know if you want to boop boop choo, 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 as we watch it, but we can't play the music. So just so you know, this
So
will
we're
be.
just gonna read. Is that what we're doing? We're reading.
Yeah, I'll let you read because some of these places I can't pronounce. So.
This
uh,
is why, if you're on the podcast, and we love you, podcast listeners, you got to come on over to YouTube, and
right,
this is
right,
a different
right.
experience.
So if you are listening to the podcast, which by the way just reminded me I need to then you need to definitely just hop on over to YouTube if you actually want to see the places. But Ava Laura will be reading them out loud because she has a really great narrator voice. We're just gonna roll with it. So here we go.
Oh, this is too fast.
Come on.
What? She's going too fast. We gotta go back. First of all, okay, the first one, she says rating places.
It's a
Y'all, it's
TikTok.
funny.
It's a
Y'all,
TikTok.
this is so funny. I promise you, I'm trying to read it, but I am not a speed reader.
See, we were so off cam. We were talking about TikTok and different platforms, but this is what TikTok wants. I
It's
told you,
so fast.
very ADHD. It has to be like this.
I mean, I'm not ADHD. That's why, even though I'm on TikTok, I don't really like it. It's not my speed. But anyway, okay. Can we like just freeze frame that first part? If I can get through that first section,
Yes, I will freeze frame the first.
thank you.
Okay.
All right, rating places based on how safe I felt as a Black woman. And this says part two. Okay, so there's a part one to this. All right. So Croatia, she said an 8 out of 10.
Mhm.
And she's showing her, she on a boat. Croatia looks beautiful. She's on the water. Where is that? Oh,
Amsterdam.
Am- oh, Netherlands, 8.5 out of 10. Where did 5 point come from? That's like Keith Lee, 8.2. What is the two? Can we just round up the numbers? Anyway,
But
8.5
you know
out of
what?
10.
This is another great point. Side note, sidebar. But the algorithm and what content is right now, right? Ratings are really good too. So ratings.
Mm,
I just wanted to point that out to you. We were
that's a good
our
one.
conversation earlier. So she's using that same rating system that he uses. So
That
18,
makes sense.
8.5.
Okay, so this is all Nicaragua. Oh, 10 out of 10 in Nicaragua. Okay. Now Nicaragua was on another list for us, right?
Right.
Wasn't it on the list of like places where you can or that were good for a Black woman. So yeah.
Yeah.
And possibly the one about making money too. I don't know, like buying property or something. I want to say Nicaragua was on another one of those lists. Y'all can go through our videos and see, but Nicaragua has showed up quite a few times. All right.
Yeah.
Thailand, okay, 1,000 out of 10 to a million out of 10. Everybody loves Thailand. Okay.
Yeah, and Thailand is it's interesting. Like a lot of people say that when they go, they're like, "Oh my gosh, amazing!" Like they love it. So it's
Well,
really
it's,
great.
it's cheap for one. So, you can live like a queen, literally, um, on a pauper's salary. So yeah.
Good. Sound like my kind of place.
Mexico, ooh, so 7 out of 10. And this was the Yucatan Peninsula. Okay. So
Mm,
people love, so far that's the lowest one, and people love Mexico. Okay.
yeah.
Italy, 6 out of 10. Wow. I want to hear why.
Yeesh. Woo. That's not
Yeah.
good. That's not good.
Bali, 10 out of 10. That makes sense.
Hmm.
Zanzibar, okay, 1,000 out of 10. Like, can we like how you doing these fake numbers? Okay. So for the most part, what I get from this is that she felt safe. And I think this is important. And there was a story, I don't know his name. It was a man, and this might have been Mexico. Did he was missing and he died or something happened. I don't This just happened. So I think safety is an important thing to talk about as a solo traveler. Obviously not everybody that we talk to that we've interviewed are solo travelers. There are women who definitely have traveled, who have moved abroad with families, and things like that, but a lot of you are solo travelers. And safety does come up a lot, especially if you haven't, you're not used to traveling on your own. Jessica, you pull that up. It literally just came up.
Yeah, let me take a look for it.
And there's been some other stories out of Mexico too, that have happened as well, where there was another traveler, a woman. I think she went to a yoga retreat or somewhere. I can't remember the country. She was missing for a while. I don't know if she was ever found. So these things are coming up. It's definitely something to look at. I find it interesting that she, it's the Thailand, Nicaragua, things like that, the African countries. She felt really safe, but not in like in Italy. That you would think like in a European country. So I would love more information about why that is. I love the rating, but now I want to know why the rating.
So the one when I went to Google it, it just has that the black guy died in Mexico from
Yeah.
bird flu.
Where?
Mexico for bird flu.
No, that wasn't it. Was it? Well, is that recent?
Yeah, it says June 2024.
There's not one after that.
Mm-mm. All the ones that I see are bird flu. Yeah. So
It wasn't that.
it wasn't that, it was something else. Okay.
No, it was definitely something else.
Okay. So it might
And
not,
I
it might have been
saw
one of
it.
those things.
I literally saw it, and you know how you like you say you're gonna go back to something, and then I just didn't. Life stuff
Hmm.
happened.
Hmm.
Um, but like I said, there was definitely another one where a woman, I distinctly remember this, was going to a yoga retreat or something, and she was missing. So but the fact that we can't recall, that's kind of a good thing. That means it's not that prevalent. Uh, where what I mean, we can easily pull this stuff up.
Right.
And we did have an interview dedicated to safety, right? A woman who had traveled abroad to many places. I remember she was in Colombia.
Yeah.
She was in several other places, and talking about some incidents that did happen. But that's the only person out of all the people that we've interviewed, that we've talked to, have had like any real safety issues. And even that, there were things that she looked at, that there were things that she could have done
Right.
differently. So it's a concern, but I don't think it's a deterrent.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like you said, that she was like one of the only, women that we interviewed that said, she had a negative or um, a safety issue. right? So it's interesting, very, very interesting. Everyone else is like, I feel safe, I feel completely safe.
I
I leave
felt
my door
safer
open.
there, right?
Yeah, right. I leave my door open, like all the things, right? I leave stuff in my car, like it was just like
You know,
completely
and
different
now
from
I'm
what we do
thinking
here.
about that now, right? Like how many, so wherever you are right now, wherever you're watching from, what I want you to do is I want you to rate how safe do you feel right now?
Ooh.
So if you're in America, right?
Mhm.
Wherever part you like, I said, I'm in the DMV in the DC area. How safe do you feel out of 10? Don't be doing no 1,000 out of 10. Like 10 is the top, okay? 10 is the top. One at the bottom, right? How safe do you feel? Put it in, share it with us in the comments. Share where you are
Right where you
and
are.
how safe you feel, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on a replay.
Mhm.
I would love to hear from you because I wonder how many of us actually even think about that, like where we are right now, like how safe we feel.
Right.
For the most part, I don't think I've ever really felt unsafe. Um, I've never really felt unsafe in this area. I mean, I know that some people have. If I was like in DC proper, um, maybe, but I'm out here in Montgomery County, Maryland. I don't feel unsafe at all. I'm not gonna say a 10 because I think the 10 life would be, leaving your door open, unlocking, Now we've left the car doors open and nothing has happened. Like nobody has stolen anything, nobody. So, but that was an accident. Like I can't say that I feel like okay, I would just naturally just do it and not be worried about my car. So I can't say a 10, but I could say, I mean, I could probably give it like a 7 out of 10. I feel good here in Montgomery County.
Right. Yeah, I can definitely say I'm probably around an 8. Um, and I only say an 8, it would almost be a 9, but I do live in a very, suburban area that
Mm,
can be a bit, judgy at times.
mm,
You never know where a Karen is around here.
understood. Enough
Um,
said.
yeah. So, but I will say I have lived in places where it has been a good 4, right?
Mm.
Coming from the Bay Area, it's yeah. I've been in some places and visited places that were a good 2. Where I felt safe and I've also been in places that have been in, like, country areas where you're driving through, and you're like, "There's so many trees around here, I do not feel safe at all, like, this is not get me out right now." I mean,
I
ASAP.
mean, that's kind of funny, but not funny. I thought about like sundown towns,
Yeah,
right? Like as black people, like
yeah.
and they still exist. Like when you out in, I'm just making up places, y'all. You out in like Iowa or somewhere. I don't know, Tennessee, and there's sundown towns, right? Like even to this day, you as a black person, you don't want to be there after dark.
No, and it's still happening. There's videos on TikTok of folks saying that, there's these sundown towns. Yeah, it's really disturbing to
Have we
see.
still got to think about that?
You still have to think about that, right? And so when we
Mhm.
leave outside of the country, we, just to be aware, just be aware. So
Yeah.
I like her list. I like the 100,000 or whatever, 1,000,000 out of 10. That just means she super duper 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 felt safe. Like she felt the ultimate amount of safety there. So I like that. I like the ratings, and I think that was pretty cool. So we'll go back and try
Like,
it.
yeah. So now we just need to know why.
Great point. I don't know if she actually did another video
Like
after.
especially with Italy, like the ones where she felt really, really, really safe, like we can gather all the things. But for in Italy, that some people might think it might be a little higher. Or, again, anybody watching this been to Italy, didn't feel safe. I would love to hear from you. Like I had a friend who was in Spain. And I'm thinking Spain is relatively safe, right? And she was like, she was called, it was really racist. And she wasn't in Madrid. She was like outside in the countryside. So when she was like in Madrid, she felt fine. But she was like out in this little, I don't even know the area, this little countryside. She did not feel safe at all. And so I found that to be very interesting. So I would love to hear from some of you all who have maybe traveled to some of these places, or have you traveled anywhere where you didn't feel safe that you want to add to the list and say, look here, Black women don't go here.
Right.
This is not for you. Let us know in the chat, because we need to know these things, right? We need to look out for each other. Like, this is not an area you want to be. Because some of us, like, we're really adventurous. Like, I'll try anything once, but some places just not meant for that.
Well, she does have a part one. Do we want to go ahead and watch that, or you want to save it?
Sure. Yeah, let's see her part one.
Yeah, let's want to share part just because this one looks like this is where she started off. And these places, she's number one, she's well traveled, which is pretty cool, pretty dope. And she looks fairly young.
Now the other thing too, and I'm wondering, is she just traveling for like a week or so? You know what I mean? And like, where is she staying? Because some people are in touristy areas. Oh, gotta do the sound.
Yep.
So I missed that first. Okay, so it's the same title.
Yeah, same title, right? So place number one, Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo, a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Interesting.
Yeah. Tokyo, I heard, is just beautiful. France, see? Paris, France, 7 out of 10. So these European countries.
Yeah.
Finland, there she go, 1,000 out of 10.
Oh, goodness.
And I'm looking at a horse's butt. It's hilarious. A Malaysia, I can't read that. Can you see that?
I can't see it either, but it's in Malaysia somewhere, y'all.
I'm like, is that a 2?
Look, let me put my glasses on.
It looks like a 2 out of 10. The problem is where she put the numbers.
Yeah, it looks like a 2 out of 10. It's definitely a 2 out of 10. Interesting.
Whoa. Cook Island, a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Guatemala, 8 out of 10.
And that's it.
What is the story there? Like, can you DM her and be like, ma'am, a 2 out of 10? What in the hell happened?
Right. So yes, I will get her
like that. Man, what happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna send her a DM and see what happened. Her
pictures and video are great though.
Her video is really great. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well,
but yeah, I mean that's my theory, that the European countries, Black women don't feel as safe in the European countries.
Yeah. So like Ava Laura said earlier on in the video, let us know your rating down below, because we want to know from you all. What would you rate the places that you've been to, if you've experienced any of these places? Or do you know why she gave a 2 to, what was it, Malaysia?
Which I'm surprised, because I just want the deeds. Okay. I
kind of feel like maybe somebody, I'm gonna say this, y'all, and please don't think I'm like a samurai sword or something. Like, I just
yeah, that would be Japan. And she felt safe in Japan.
Did something go? Ain't that where they taped, like, what's the name of that movie? The Golden Child.
In Malaysia?
Wasn't that?
No. That was like in Nepal.
Oh. Okay.
But wait a minute. So you're trying to say Golden Anyway. I'm like, first of all, that was in the 80s. Second of all, that was Golden Child. It's a movie.
Just saying, for some, that gave me a whole Golden Child vibe. You cannot say that didn't have a Golden Child. And if you don't know what the Golden Child is, just Google it. It's a movie with Eddie Murphy. Google it. Okay.
It's back when Eddie was the bomb.
Back when Eddie was.
Old Eddie movie. This is so random. Old Eddie movie. Murphy movies are classics. All of them. Like, all of them. You can watch now and you still love them.
And you still love them. Yeah. You know why? Because he stopped himself from laughing. He stopped himself from laughing in his movies, and It took away the essence of his acting. It just messed him all up. He tripping. Anyway, thank you guys for watching Black Women Leave America.
We need to call us Black Women Leave America plus randomness.
plus culture. Plus Black culture.
That's how y'all know this is real. It's just whatever comes up. Okay.
Whatever comes up. You can't lie. Y'all let me know in the comments if you agree with me. It looked like that was a Golden Child vibe. It gave me that kind of. I was waiting for the little bald-headed chick.
No.
All right. Thank you all for watching the episode of Black Women Leave America live edition. Make sure you go ahead and leave us a comment down below. Rate your favorite place. Let us know if you watch The Golden Child anytime soon. And we will see you all in the next episode.
Peace, y'all.